Hello, you're watching Avenue X, and today let's talk about the recently aired Chinese crime drama, 他是谁? Who is he? This is a 24 episodes drama that is airing on the web platform Youku plus satellite television CCTV 8. It is directed by Bao Chengzhi, who is one of the 3 directors credited for last year did really well drama 警察荣誉 Ordinary Greatness. The script is written by Wu Di and Li Fang, produced by Youku and Wanda. It was shot from January last year to April, mainly in Hunan. The drama is led by Zhang Yi, Chen Yusi, Dian Yongdai, Zhao Yang, Yu Haoming. This is a very classic crime drama that focuses on a serial killer's case that runs from the late 80s to the mid-90s. As this drama has aired 10 episodes at this point I'm making this video, I'm not quite sure how much further down the timeline that this investigation is gonna go. It may be even longer. Based on the 10 episodes of the 24 episodes I've watched, so far I'll give it a 2 gold mine rating. It could go up, could go down. Right now, very hard to tell which direction this drama is gonna go. I want to first introduce you to some of the background stories. This is a fictional story, but it's based on 2 very well-known cases in China. First one is called Gansu Baiying An, Gansu Province, Baiying City case. This is one of the most epic chasing of a serial killer case in China's contemporary history. The first case happened back in 1988. From that time to 2002, 11 victims, all women, were murdered by the same serial killer. It wasn't until 2016, due to DNA technology advancement, that one of the relatives of the found DNA of the murderer was found in a different case. And because of that, the police managed to narrow the target down to the specific clan. And then they went to find every person in that family's DNA and finally got the killer. The very unfortunate thing is the 2 leading policemen investigating this case from day one, neither of them lived to the day when they actually saw the result and saw the final incarceration of the murderer. And our leading character in this drama, Wei Guoping, played by Zhang Yi, his name is a combination of these 2 real policemen. The other case that this drama kind of blended the Gansu Silver City case with is the famous Nanjing University dismember of body case, 南大碎尸案. That case happened back in 1996 where a student of this university went missing. Later, her body was found in extremely horrendous condition. I'm not gonna go into details. If you search, you may find it, and not something that anyone wanna visualize even in their head. Unlike the Gansu 11 victim serial killer case, this one till today, the police still hasn't found the murderer. But they have in a recent couple of years came out and stated clearly that there is no expiration date on this case. They're gonna chase till the end of time to find who that person is. So this case is not closed yet. This drama blended these 2 cases together. That's the background information of this drama, what it's based on. If you're interested, you can do further research yourself. Now, let's talk about this drama as a drama. What are the great things and not so great things? As usual, first, let's talk about the positive end of things. Number 1, very simple and very almost widely applicable now to contemporary dramas in China. This is a very good standard contemporary crime drama. Proper actors, no romanticizing of lighting and beautifying real people's voice lines, although it did get ADR'd clearly in places. Overall, a very solid, can't really pick any significant flaw in the storytelling crime drama. Back in the 90s and 80s where there's very limited resources for the police to break such cases. For example, DNA wasn't really introduced and widely used until early 2000s in China. And in the drama, you'll see our main lead character, Zhang Yi plays, who literally go and buy those pirated copies, VCDs or DVDs and that type of thing, to watch videos that was made in the US about DNA. It's a pretty grounded in history, time, standard crime drama. If that's your cup of tea, this one is unlikely to disappoint you. The second positive thing about this drama is it has a very good balance between things that are funny, light in the conversations of our main characters. The little bureaucracy going on between different members of the same department, occasionally really clever and funny sort of banterings between characters. It has that element which makes the story not so heavy, balances it with very serious nature of the murder case, dark, the mysterious, and quite well set up atmosphere, and sometimes, frankly speaking, very scary shots. This drama achieved a quite good balance and unlikely to make you feel too burdened while it's telling an absolutely scary story. The third thing I appreciate is I'm happy to see all the main actors do a pretty good job of their role. Zhang Yi shot this drama right after he finished his role in 狂飙 the Knockout, another policeman. And he's been playing policeman in Youku dramas for how many years now? Continuously different policeman role. Personally, I prefer his policeman role in this drama because Knockout's policeman leading role is so ideal. He's way too perfect. That almost has no human flaw. Compared to every other person in that drama who has serious flaw, he's just way too perfect and in a way detached from reality. Whereas this drama, this policeman is much more realistic and he's definitely not infallible. He suffers from his own shortcomings and he would admit to that, and he would also resolve to certain things that may not be so perfect in its moral conduct to get what he wants. So overall, it's a more interesting, more grounded, more realistic person. And he doesn't use crazy accent. Thank heavens that he talks like a normal person in standard Mandarin, not in any fake local accent that it doesn't take me out of the story anymore, unlike the Knockout. So as the leading actor, he definitely qualifies. Then you have a couple of other supporting roles that are very good as well, although so far their screen time are not so significant. This is really a drama that's focused on Zhang Yi's role. The last positive point is, as a crime drama, the type that's focused on one main serial killer case, so far I'm very happy about how this story gets introduced. Each step gets teased out, the details of investigation, the difficulties, sometimes even funny things that happens while the policemen are chasing down this secret murderer, and how this case gets very, very slowly but surely broken piece by piece. I also very highly appreciate different types of policemen that this drama presents you. Their different attitude and style of dealing with a case, how that's gonna affect the result and procedure, and even sometimes make or break of a case. So if you just look at it as a crime story and a procedural drama of breaking a very complicated case, it's pretty interesting to watch. Also, if you look at it as a character drama of many different types of characters and they all gradually grow and develop, this is so far also doing a good enough job. So these are all the positive points of this drama, making it pretty worth watching and among the better crime dramas these days from Chinese dramaland. Now let's talk about what is not so ideal about this drama, in my opinion. The first thing is I noticed this problem again, like in many related to crime police work drama these days, is during the post-production process they changed a lot of details, words, lines, expressions, still dubbed by the original actor, but the mouth and the words don't fit. There's a play down of certain practices in police history in China in recent decades. If you've lived through 1980s and 90s in China, you'll know that there were periods during which that because crime was so bad in certain places, these days it's not the same, but there used to be a couple of decades ago very bad crime and gangster groups everywhere in China. There were periods in the 80s and 90s in China where police do a movement for a period of time, concentratedly targeting local crimes called 严打. Basically, during those periods of time, if you get caught, sometimes it's just really not so significant a crime and definitely not resulting in so severe a punishment, technically speaking, but because it's during those periods, everything is cranked up. These days, certain crimes and offenses from our point of view, that looks just almost inconsequential, will result in extremely severe punishment during those 严打 periods. I've heard that the scriptwriters did an extensive amount of research of the particular time period that this drama talks about from the late 80s to mid 90s so far. What are the regulations and what are the standards and what are the different 严打 things are, affecting how certain crimes get sentenced and punished. They did a lot of research and they were trying to make it super accurate and time specific. But then the final result, as you watch this drama, a lot of things got changed in post-production. in the line delivery. Could be that censorship doesn't really want current audiences to be too aware of very questionable things that happened in the past. Well, you just have to deal with it. I hope it doesn't affect the drama's ending too badly, like knockouts. You know, that's why at the beginning of this video I said I'm not sure if it's gonna be 2 gold mines till the end. It could go up, could go down, and fingers crossed it wouldn't. But if it happened, I wouldn't be too surprised. The second thing about this drama is really not that negative. Say that the drama is not good, but if you're looking for something that is slightly unusual, refreshing, a little bit different, basically has its own flavor and flair that's different from other crime dramas, this one wouldn't really provide you with that. It's a very, very standard, in a way very expected crime drama where everything is done very properly, but there's really no very strong personality. I have the feeling that even if it ends really well, it may end up as one of those dramas that after a while you've watched it, you kind of in your brain would blend it with other dramas similar to this one. It becomes a part of the huge pool of crime dramas, of serial killer dramas that you've watched. And then the last point on the negative end is, again, an unnecessary emotional love storyline that I just don't think it needs to be there. In this drama, you have female lead role played by Chen Yusi, who is in love with Zhang Yi's role. And Zhang Yi is kind of also in love, but doesn't quite want to admit it. She was saved by him back in the 80s as one of the potential women who would get murdered, but did get saved by Zhang Yi and his colleague. And since then, she had this special feelings towards him. I'm not saying it's particularly bad or anything. It's just very unnecessary. And occasionally it's a little bit silly. Somehow I just feel like Zhang Yi doing those super supposedly adorable love scenes is a bit weird. And I don't think the emotional love storyline so far, the romance line, has done anything to help the story. One last tiny thing is not really a negative thing. It's just something that I noticed and I can't help laughing. I feel they really don't have the best makeup used for this drama's production. They tend to darken every man in this story with a foundation because they want to make them look like hardworking policemen who's running out every day, who gets a lot of suntans and sun damage. Okay, that's fine. But the foundation they picked for those actors oxidizes so badly that everybody looks at some point like Donald Trump. Ends up not even colored on their face. Certain patches on their skin is maybe having more foundation and it oxidizes worse, and it's really funny. In those close-ups, you're just like, oh, wow, this is so noticeable. What are you doing, makeup people? Like, get better foundations. I heard that if you watch it on television, you project it to television, it looks better. If you're on Youku, which is what I'm on the app, the orange color is pretty bad. So overall, this drama is pretty watchable as a standard crime drama. It's definitely worth checking out if you're interested in a serial murder case type of story, also interested in main actors acting. Oh, and one final thing is it does include certain visually quite shocking imagery and sometimes intentionally made quite scary sound effects, which I don't think they need that. It's like a jump scare type of thing. So be aware of that. Maybe don't turn the volume up too much while you're watching. Also, there are certain sequences that are pretty stomach-wise upsetting because you can almost smell the stench that's coming off the visual. Okay, it involves certain things that will, just by imagining, probably would want to make you throw up. So be aware, don't watch it while you're eating. That should be everything I want to talk about by the episode 10 point of the 24 episodes drama 他是谁? Who is he? Thank you for watching AvniUX. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.